All right, what's up, everybody? So today we're going to be starting the series off building a budget with tMoney from beginning to end. Now I know you're going to be pretty excited. The first thing that you may be inclined to do is to start adding all your expenses. Wait, before you do all that, let's go ahead and set the stage first. All right. So the first thing that you want to do is that you want to go ahead and start setting up your vaults. So you're going to slide up on the slide up menu. You're going to tap on the vault section, and here you're going to list out all your different vaults. Now, vaults is a feature in SoFi Bank where you can have 20 additional, basically like mini savings accounts within your savings account. Now, me, I've been using SoFi since about 2019, so I already have me a vault system set up. So I'm going to go ahead and just continue adding all of the rest of these vaults in here, the same ones that I already have created in my SoFi Bank account, so that then everything can work together. Now, just to provide a little bit of insight into the vault system that works for me, I like to have one of them for rent, right? Just to always make sure that I can just glance at it and be like, okay, good, rent is straight. I also have one for bills, right? My monthly bills. I have some for my sinking funds, right? Or my proactive savings. I may proactively be saving for my going out money, for my shopping money, things of that nature. Almost forgot the food vault because food is usually that one expense that could really make or break your budget, right? So by having a specific vault just for all my food expenses, I know exactly how much money I have left allocated towards this expense. I also have vaults for my yearly goals, right? So my vacation money. I have a vault for my yearly expenses, right? So this is where I hold my car registration money, where I hold my Costco membership money, where I hold my Amazon Prime membership money. I have a vault for my home ownership money, so the money I'm saving up to purchase a home with. I also have a vault for every one of my different credit cards and debt items, right? So then I can always look in there and make sure that I always have the exact amount of money to pay off all my credit cards in full every month. So some people were introduced to the concept of vaults through budget binders. Some people were introduced to it through Dave Ramsey with the cash stuffing envelope technique. It's all the same thing. It's really just a way to segment out your money to make sure that you don't overspend in one particular category by taking away from money in a different category in your budget. Now, if it doesn't make sense to you why to have a vault for each of your different debt products, I wrote an article about it on the tMoney budget website in the Learn section. It's called How to Make Sure You Always Have All the Money to Pay Your Credit Cards Off in Full. And it just describes a nice, simple to follow system that anybody can implement, that actually I recommend implementing, just because it's just so easy to do. So you don't need to necessarily have a SoFi bank account in order to utilize the Vaults feature in the tMoney Budget app. Okay, so this works even if you have various bank accounts just spread around, right? You may have a Bank of America bank account, a Chase bank account, a Navy Federal bank account, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, right? So this is really just a way to know where we're going to be separating our money to make sure we can reinforce the budget that we're creating in tMoney. All right, cool. So now we got all of the vaults set up and all of our external bank accounts set up. Next thing I recommend doing is if you have a particular goal amount for each of these different vaults, right? Then I suggest go back and updating all of the vaults in here and just put the amount that you want to save up as your goal for each of these accounts, okay? For example, you may have a goal to get started with Dave Ramsey's baby steps, right? So you want to save your first $1,000 in the savings account. Go ahead and put that in there, right? You may want to save up, you know, however much money you may need for your minimum required funds or for your down payment for your home, right? Go ahead and save that. You may want to save for a couple $1,000s for your next vacation, right? Go ahead and put all of these goal amounts in there, but don't put your emergency fund amounts in there because we're going to automate how to do that a little later, okay? So just do everything that's not an emergency fund. So go ahead and do your clothes, your going out money, your home improvement, whatever other kind of goals that you have set up in here, and you want to get to a certain amount. Go ahead and put those in here, but don't do the emergency funds one just yet, because I'm gonna show you how to do that later. Now, regardless of how you set up your vaults, by the time you finish, you should have something that looks a little bit like this, and that is going to conclude this first part, setting up the vaults. Now we're gonna move on to the next section.